I'm here with Sebastian from Deep Silver. How are you doing, Sebastian?
I'm great, thanks.
So we're going to talk about Dead Island Riptide. I have a few questions about the game. I just finished playing it. I like it. It feels a lot better than the first one. Well, it's not a sequel, right?
No, it's a spin-off.
So it's a spin-off, but I noticed a few improvements, and I'm just wondering what kind of improvements have been done to the engine, to the combat, and to, I guess, vehicle gameplay.
Whoa. So it's a nice bunch, but actually you're right. These are the sections that we improved. The engine is still called Chrome Engine 4, but it's by now way different than what we had in Dead Island. It was made sure that we can display more things on the screen, the frame rate improvements, all the open world specific topics in an engine have been addressed better this time. So on a technical side, we're talking about a real engine boost to make sure that the game can be displayed in a much better quality. From the physics, for the physics system, we're very happy about the improvements there because zombies now can actually behave as stupid as they are and the player will get the feedback. One of my favorite things in a presentation was when a zombie was trying to get close to me and he stumbled over a branch and crashed his head into a stone and the head exploded.
Really? Wow.
So we're really happy that the physics engine takes care of that because this makes sure that when players venture around and try creative stuff, the game will react to it accordingly.
So what would you say, how many improvements came from feedback from the community and things on the forums?
I think a lot. It's very, I couldn't put numbers on it, but for example, we were sure that we have to improve the communication between players. So we added this nice little feature that you simply point at the boat, click a button, and your character will say, let's go to the boat. And this marks on the minimap something that every player knows where the boat at the moment is. Classic communication issue is, it's left of me. Where the hell are you? I don't know that. So this is for one example. Then the guidance system, how on the minimap it's displayed where you should go, the feedback of how strong the weapons are. It's a lot of polishing and balancing in there that we're really happy that we had the fans that told us, yeah, we're not happy about this, we're not happy. So we could actually do a lot of the improvements there in this direction.
What kind of improvements went to mission variety? Because I've noticed some fans had little problems with that, mostly fetch quests they complained about, and I'm wondering if the mission variety is a little different, if it's changed up. Well, how is it now?
Well, on one point we added those defense missions to make sure to spice up the mission-based system to really have ensured that this experience will completely differ because now you're defending a house of the oncoming horde and you have new toys like barricades, mines, even incorporated into the crafting system, so you can build your own mines, place them out and then enjoy watching the hordes trying to get into and see them splattered all over around. You can have stationary machine guns. If you find them, you can put them in your safe hub, so if the horde arrives, you have something with a big punch. And for the fetch quest itself, it was very important for us to keep them actually, because those are the things that motivates the players to move around in the world and get distracted by the world and having fun in the world. But therefore what we did to make sure that it works out better for the player was we did more in terms of level design, making sure that there's always a point on the horizon that is good for the orientation, making sure that if that is not happening, there's the minimap that tells you you're still not lost, you still can go this direction. So it was a lot about user guidance to ensure that the players can have fun and can focus on the fun and not about moving from one point to another.
I noticed that the story has to involves a storm of some sort. So I'm wondering how vehicles have been added to gameplay in a broader sense now.
Yeah, in Dead Island there was a lot of this saying a monsoon is coming, but there was no real monsoon or real storm how we would have imagined it. So this was one of the things we wanted to add. The game starts with a huge storm and the whole island of Palanai, that's the name of the new island you're stranded on, is completely flooded, which gives a whole new experience because now we added a boat instead of a car, but we also have the car. So the cool thing is that the boat works out perfectly because the driver actually looks in front onto the other players and can give them commands.
Captain of a ship, sort of?
Yeah, sort of. Feels great because it's also not, he's not the king of the hill because the other players also will take care of his back because he cannot look to the back and he will really need that. So it's really great how this dynamic turns out because one of the fan feedbacks was it's so amazing to drive around with a car and kill zombies by smashing into them, jumping out of the car, smashing them, getting back in and drive to the next spot. And we are very happy to see how it works out with a boat, that it has a whole new dynamic to it.
he's been here the whole time, and we never mentioned him.
Yeah, it's my ugly brother. We brought him from Germany. We really have to take care of him. He's a little bit disfigured.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here.
Thanks a lot.